Sometimes people have this idea, and this is very much an attitude that comes from learned helplessness, is this sense of the power's all out there. Like I would really like to change, but I can't change until the change happens out there. So like the dog who's in the cage being shocked, I'm sure they're not consciously thinking like this, but the essence has to be, it's like, I would really like to not be shocked, but there's nothing I can do about it. Therefore, hopefully somebody else will make the change. So this is how many of us learn to think in life is, I really hope that somebody else makes the change. And this is not to say that making external changes to conditions and circumstances is bad or wrong or inherently problematic, or that that's a bad place to put some attention. I mean, certainly, I think it's wonderful when we do make positive changes in the conditions and circumstances. However, that in and of itself is not actually where we're going to get the real changes that we want. And this is sometimes hard for people to wrap their heads around because they think, well, if only nobody was ever subjected to situations in which they are apparently powerless, then this would solve all the problems. But people can determine that they are powerless given any conditions or circumstances. So for some people, some people will be subjected to, some people live in a war zone and they are, some people are imprisoned and captured and tortured. And these are circumstances that would make learned helplessness more likely, but not everybody in that circumstance develops learned helplessness in regard to that. On the other hand, there are people who will develop learned helplessness because they didn't get the candy bar at the supermarket when they really wanted the candy bar, and they're begging their mother for the candy bar and they don't get it, and so they learn to experience helplessness as a result of that. So it's a mistake to think that we're ever going to create the perfect circumstances that will guarantee that everybody will always be empowered and fulfilled and happy, because it's really an inside job. Again, not to say that I'm advocating for not taking reasonable steps to produce conditions and circumstances that support general well-being and a sense of being connected and that honor people and listen to people and respect people. I think that's all wonderful and important. However, it's not the real solution to the problem.